And no one knows naming like my pal, Lynn Parker, with Parker LaPlay. And here with her talk on That's a Terrible Idea, Imagining the Possibility in a Name, is Lynn Parker.
So imagine that you're at the meeting where they're naming Amazon.com, right? So the agency goes, "What do you think?" And the first thing someone says is, "Makes me think of piranhas." What does a river have to do with selling books? Do we really want our brand associated with one-breasted warrior woman? Using the filter, "Do you like it?" the name would have been tossed on the dustbin of history, and we'd all be buying our gifts from StuffRUs.com. Actually, the reason they named it is because it started with A, and we pop them to the top of lists, and because it's the longest river in the world, which suggests big. But I bet it was a hard decision because our initial response to any name is almost always negative. Now, why is that? It's because we can't imagine its potential. It's a failure of the imagination. We can't see what feelings or emotions or associations we will come to associate with that name. A name can be seen as good only in retrospect. We infuse them with meaning over time. So this is a chart that shows kind of our response to a name over time. And at first, it seems like the stupidest idea ever. And that's because we have natural conservatism, and it's because we have our own associations we bring to that specific name and not the future ones. It also means you can't test names. I can tell you what people think of your name. They hate it. I just saved you tens of thousands of dollars on focus groups. I mean, would you have liked it if they had focus group The Beatles? It's a stupid name. Okay, but so over time, almost like magic, with repetition, all of a sudden, the name pops into our consciousness as good. That's the brand equity transfer process, where all of it, oops, I did that wrong. There we go. All of a sudden, it's like a great name. So how do you pick a good name from the beginning? Well, you have to do two things, one with your head and one with your heart. First of all, you have to be very clear about your criteria, like it should start with A and suggest big. That's the intellectual part of the process. Then, you got to time travel. You got to go in your mind's eye 5 years in the future and look back. Does the name hold what it needs to hold for you? So here's my point. Ideas need faith at the beginning, nurturing over time, and time to get used to them. Good luck with the time traveling part.